All right. This one's for you, Ted. This was for you. Haven't seen this yet.
Winning you back.
We're going to try to win you back. Here it goes.
Ooh, it's not the 50s anymore. We're in the 60s now.
Yes. How to succeed with Brunettes.
How to succeed in business, or with brunettes, or blondes. They're all important missions, wouldn't you agree? Well, here's one way to tackle the brunette problem. See what you think. First of all, be late. That'll show her you're a busy, important person, that you're not too interested in her. Play hard to get. After all, you're worth waiting for. This will make a great first impression.
Be late.
Do it. You can't do it.
Then laugh it off. Apologize? Oh, come on. Don't be a square. Okay, now the topper. Show her what a sense of humor you have by holding her coat just a little bit too high. That's right. Next, be masterful, protective. Grasp her arm firmly and steer her down those steps to the car. She can see that you're the aggressive masculine type. What are you doing? Opening the door?
Get in the car.
You spoil your image. Oh.
He doesn't close the door.
Sure. Treat her as an equal. Women like that. Besides, if you're late, there's no sense wasting time on things she can do for herself. Let's face it, sometimes there's just not enough time for good manners.
For gas.
Right? Doors afford a continued
I
supply
fly you
of
by.
chances to make an impression.
Oh,
on your
nice.
companion. Don't
I like
pass
that one.
up. It's always
Get
good
in
for
here.
a laugh and an opportunity to show off your leadership qualities. How?
There you go.
By leading the way, going first, naturally. That's the boy. Keep leading the way. Good naval officers always lead their men,
Make her
or
follow.
their women in this case.
Don't
When you get to your table, sit down immediately.
Yes.
Shows you're relaxed.
Yeah.
Help with her
Give me a-
coat. Well, you helped
Give
her
me a
on
drink.
with it. Besides, it's her coat. She should have
Lights
checked
a
it anyway.
cigarette.
He lights a
yes.
cigarette with the candle.
Make sure you're seated so you can see what's going on, too. Makes for a much
That's a
more
man.
interesting evening. Now, here's perfect opportunity to demonstrate your independence. Remain seated. After all, it's not during working hours, and you are doing him a favor by presenting your date to him. On the other hand,
Is he
she
outranking
should be
him?
impressed by meeting a
Yeah, he
senior officer.
outranks him.
No question about it.
And he didn't
guy-
stand
This
and,
young lady will
The
be
guy who came
grateful
to the
for such a
table
lovely
outranks
evening
the petty
with a
officer sitting
charming
down there.
person.
and he didn't stand to salute.
Nope, he sure as hell didn't.
That's one approach to the problem of how to succeed with brunettes.
He got no respect for
Suppose
nobody.
we consider another way
Like,
and see what you think.
I'm the man.
How about starting by being on time? Not just for a date, but for any social engagement
that wasn't
or
the
business
how-to?
appointment. This indicates
man.
you are a dependable, businesslike person. That the appointment...
Okay, listen, I'm going to pause it right here. We got a few
Okay.
more minutes of this thing, okay? But I'm going to pause it, okay? Guys, everything that was done in the very beginning is the correct way to do it.
Yeah. Light your cigarette with that candle.
Don't listen to any of this bullshit they're about to try to tell us now. This is all lies. But let's
The dude's doing the alpha male and a beta male. Here's the beta male.
This is the beta bitch. Beta bitch right here. That's what this is. Let's go ahead and let's see what this let's see what this
This guy's
guy going
practically
home.
gay.
Yeah. He's so deep in the closet it ain't even funny.
means something to you. And let's face it,
He's gonna ask her if he can
good-looking
borrow
girl
a
isn't going to
tampon.
wait around too long for anybody. Too many young
That's
men
exactly
on the
why he
prowl.
just went inside. He's asking about the
Make it
tampon. You're
easy
right.
for her to slip into her coat.
Excuse
Hold
me,
it at
darling.
the
May
right
I
height.
use your restroom? And
That's
can I
being
borrow one of your
thoughtful.
feminine neckums?
Watch the hair. If you muss it, you're going to lose points. No, you don't grab her arm. You offer assistance.
No,
If
you
she needs it
handle
or
her. You
wants it,
tell her where to
she'll
go.
take your hand, or perhaps your arm. But once the need for assistance is past, she'll give it back to you. So don't be
Loser.
surprised. Yes, doors do offer an excellent
He's
chance
driving
to
a better
make a
car,
good
though.
impression. It's a way to show your
Mustangs are better
respect for
than
ladies,
Chevys.
or your seniors, for that matter.
Yeah.
Thoughtfulness, making things easier for
My
someone
parents
else.
had those. They had
This
65.
is at the
I
heart
think
of
it's
good
65
manners.
Mustang.
And in the heart.
Say that again.
I think it's a 65 Mustang.
Absolutely 65. You can tell from the grill and you can tell from the sides there.
Yeah, my
That's
parents
right.
had those cars. Both my parents.
Good eye, sir. Good eye.
Of every gentleman. Besides,
I used to get
it's
drove
the
in
way to
kindergarten to
succeed
school with one of
brunettes.
those.
Ladies first. It's an old saying, but a good one. 90%.
It's a dumb saying.
Ladies first.
America
Meeting in the
first.
ladies' room. That's what I heard.
It's America first, and men run America. So that means men first.
Of the time. Of course, if you're entering
And
a
broad,
restaurant or
shut up.
something comparable and there's no maitre d' or
Hey,
hostess to
silent
lead
broad.
you to a table, then you would lead the way and select a table.
Keep them dames quiet.
She'll expect you to help her off with her coat and arrange it over the back of her chair so it's not all over the floor. No, she...
You mean you ain't supposed to just throw it on the floor? That's what I always do.
Coat check. I would have coat checked it. Come on.
Listen, I remember I was taught to make sure that you put the coat on the floor so that way she don't walk across any messes.
Oh, yeah. If there's a puddle, you take her coat and you throw it on the ground so she don't get her high heels wet.
Exactly.
She should
Or maybe
check
she's wearing a toeless
It is
shoe. I don't
common
know.
practice for a lady to wear her coat to the table. Although if she indicates a preference for checking it, that's fine too. There.
If this guy don't light a cigarette, I'm done.
He has an excellent view of the room. Good thinking. You want her to have a good time. And
And
being
if his
able to
CEO
see
doesn't
what's going
slap him in
on
the
will be
face,
half of the
then
fun.
he's a pussy too.
Yes, indeed.
If you have a visitor, and you probably will when you have a companion like that,
What's his rank?
stand to show your respect for a senior or
I
a
can't
lady.
tell the insignia.
This isn't just military etiquette, it's being a gentleman. And you
Now-
present a man.
If I'm reading the bars right, so the last guy was a petty officer. This
Yeah,
guy,
he had no bars.
yeah, this guy, he's. If I'm reading them right, I believe that's a lieutenant, and that's a commander. If I'm looking at the cuffs,
Mhm.
okay, but I can't see the insignias, so I can't be exactly sure, and it's a little grainy.
Even if it's the admiral himself to a lady.
That ain't the
Respect
admiral.
again.
No, that's
It's
not the
his
admiral.
pleasure to meet her. In this case, there isn't much doubt about it. Check the menu with your date. And if you have any knowledge about the specialties of the house or know particularly good dishes, let her in on it. But once you have both decided, you do the ordering.
That's right. You order.
That's
They
right.
at least got that right.
Well,
You gonna tell her
I'll
what she's
take-
gonna eat.
We'll take 2 beers and the lady will take a water.
Half of water. Don't want to
Yeah.
retain none.
that's another approach to how to
Unless she's paying
succeed
for
with
it.
brunettes. Looks like a winner, wouldn't you say? Let's take another typical situation. Going to
There
the
you go.
theater. You know, there
Okay.
seems to be something wrong here. Ah,
I don't see nothing
that's
wrong.
it. He's walking on the wrong side.
Okay,
Wonder what his
Yeah.
next move will be.
fair. He is walking on the wrong side.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
Yeah.
And frankly, honestly, he'd be better off if he just pushed her into the street.
No, not till the end of the date, though. The end of the date, you got to. Gonna have some fun first. Yeah.
A taxi. That means a door. And that means... Yes,
That's right.
sir. This fellow's a born leader.
That's right.
Yeah.
One thing you can say, he's consistent, isn't he?
Yeah.
You sure have got a pretty man.
Wait a minute. What's happening here? The girl out first? Well, I guess he boxed
Hey.
himself in by getting into the taxi first.
Oh,
too
they're gonna do
bad.
the popcorn
But he'll
trick.
make it up.
You better.
That's right. Pick the seats you want.
That's right. Tell them people to move.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Yeah.
Who the
Pardon me,
hell do you
sir.
think
Sorry
you are
about
tripping them like that?
Grabbing my butt.
Now,
Almost say what?
He should have knocked that guy out that tripped him. He should have.
to settle down and enjoy the movie. Nothing like a
He's
little
all
snack
chopping away.
to add to the fun. and your neighbors will love you. What do you
It's
say
gonna
we go
part
through
us
this
out like that.
situation again? The right way. The way that's
So he's got two
successful for
broads.
Brunettes.
Hey,
I was about to
he's
say
got two. He's got two
just-
dames he's out with. That's a swinger right there.
the commentator or the narrator just said he's doing this the right way, and I mean,
Yeah.
it seems like he's starting out the right way. I'm gonna say that. So yeah, let's see.
That's more like it. You walk on the curb side at all times, or on her left. And when you part company or meet a lady, a salute is the proper greeting or farewell.
A salute.
No,
It's the same
not.
thing as tipping your hat
You
when
only
you're in
salute
civilian clothes.
another higher
Believe
ranking
me,
officer.
the brunette is
Salute.
impressed. That's right. Ladies first. It's a good rule most of the time, and logical if you consider that the reason is to make things easier for the lady.
Especially if someone left a mess in the backseat.
Right? Let her just skirt across it.
You're gonna let her know.
Yep.
You don't want to return back to the base with.
Now, here's one of those situations where the lady doesn't go first. The reason you go first is to make things easier for her, to open the door and assist her in getting out of the automobile. It makes sense.
Is it me or is this video teaching these sailors to be a bunch of bitches?
Yep. These guys are gonna go to war. They're gonna go kill, man. They're gonna go jump off of vehicles and land on landmines.
I don't know how I feel about this. Guys, I need to know in the chat, let me know how y'all feel about this. Is this video teaching these guys to be bitches or what? Let me know.
Is it pussifying our military?
I think it is. I think it's definitely sissifying it. Definitely.
Hey, Ted Williams Frozen Head says, can you slow it down? I'm getting a lot of good tips here.
Do you need me to back up to like the proper way to do it, or you want me to slow it down with this wrong way that they're doing it?
I'm just wondering why none of them tried the popcorn trick in the theater.
Hey, I'm waiting. I don't. Maybe this guy will.
Yeah, maybe
he's off to the right start with two broads, but then he dropped one of them. I don't know what the hell he was thinking.
Yeah, he got gay all of a sudden.
Yeah, he like, dude, you really had.
They're in the military. You can have two women. Come on now. Young.
Apparently they can't.
Just as most gentlemanly traditions do. Right. It's her decision on where to sit, not yours.
What?
If you want to make a good impression, be considerate of the other person. Adjust your preference.
What if she picks a shitty spot?
You tell that broad to sit down, and I'll talk to you at the end of the movie. Don't ask questions.
Can't trust them to make good decisions.
Don't ask any questions while the movie's going on. What do I look like? An encyclopedia?
Women expect men to make the decisions, guys.
That's right.
So yeah,
that's
you
right.
make the
Sit
decision.
here, and you call your friend up because she's going to sit next to me. give me an extra large popcorn.
We got Ted Williams Frozen Head saying low blows, condescending. You're back in my good grace. Sorry, man. We got a little confused trying to make sense of all the other stuff that was.
Yeah. Men.
Let's go ahead and continue here.
Preferences to hers. And if you feel you must nibble on something during the show, at least do it quietly, out of consideration.
No, if you feel like you need to nibble on something, you know what to nibble on, okay? Okay?
Wait, nibble on something? What does he mean by that?
For your neighbors. Well, you're squared away on how to succeed in restaurants and theaters. Let's take another situation.
Oh, not another
A
one.
small gathering in a
I think you
hall
got two broads
or
again.
officers' club.
Okay, what's his rank?
I believe this is the petty officer guy.
Oh, that's the guy.
Yeah, I think so. Now I'm saying petty officer because I'm seeing a crow on his shoulder. Okay, but this is 60s, so this is long before I served. They didn't wear anchors on the collars and shit like that. And also, our dress uniforms were completely different from these. But we'll see.
Feeling we're going to see anything but the right way to do things. Anyway, the necessity for making and acknowledging introductions occurs frequently.
We still got a
Petty
few
officer.
minutes left. We got a few minutes left here, Lair Bear. I know you're hoping for the garden hose and the golf ball. We got a few minutes left. They might get it in there. Okay, so
there's gonna be a trailer hitch and some chrome. So get ready for my video.
bear with us. Bear with us. Okay, bear with us. We're getting there.
Should be done correctly. But I wouldn't bet on it in this case.
Mrs. Rohr, I'd like you to meet Mary Jackson and Midshipman Williams.
Perfect introduction.
Midshipman.
Man presented to
Midshipman.
lady. Looks as though he's going to wring her hand off, doesn't it? And who knows whether she wanted to shake hands or not.
Got 3 broads now.
So okay, this makes sense why I'm not recognizing the insignia all that well. These are officers. So this would be from the Naval Academy back in the 60s. So
Okay.
Okay, so that makes sense. They're not quite officers.
They're
yet.
Annapolis men.
Exactly.
Of course, she had no choice. His hand was out quicker than a waiter's in a nightclub.
Oh, hello there. I'd like for these good-looking women to meet you. Mary, this is Mr. Pren. Mr. Pren, this is Mary.
Mr. Fred doesn't even give his
What?
rank.
Oh, Mrs. Childs, Mrs. Rohr, like to have you shake hands with the commander.
Oh, man.
I thought I got his rank right, Commander. Yep. Been a little
It's
while.
almost unbelievable, isn't it? This young man puts bad manners back to back. First, he calls a senior officer Mr. instead of by
Mister.
his rank. He still doesn't
Yeah.
get on his feet, and he presents the ladies to the commander instead of vice versa. And I do believe he was going to ignore the 2 ladies completely if it hadn't been for the commander.
Oh, they're kind of old. That's why.
Well,
He likes-
we'd better
he
run
likes-
through the
he
whole
likes
thing
younger
again,
ladies.
the
Younger
right way,
ladies.
because you do want to be
Hey, see?
successful with those
A little
brunettes,
more
right?
younger. That's why.
All right, let's see how this guy does it.
22, 19.
Hey,
Mrs.
you
Rohr, I'd like you to meet Mary Jackson and Midshipman Brown. How do you do, Mary? How do you do?
That
She
looks
ain't too bad. She's a
but
looker.
That's exhausting to have to keep getting up every time someone approaches.
That was his
Man,
church.
That's right. Jeez. Listen, guys, when you comfortable,
Jesus,
there
Mary
ain't-
Joseph.
If you
Is this
comfortable, don't
church?
get up. Don't get up. There ain't no reason to get up. Ain't no reason to get up.
How do you do, Mrs. Rohr?
How do you do?
Jack is in your husband's battalion.
Oh, good evening, Commander. Good evening. Mrs. Childs, Mrs. Rohr, Miss Jackson, this is Commander Pren. How do you do? Meet you. I believe he was aboard the Constellation when your husband was, Mrs. Childs.
That's how you succeed in being a gentleman.
Let's say succeed in being a bitch.
And
Oh!
impress brunettes.
Fish.
Wait until a lady offers her hand. Then shake it briefly, firm but not crushing. You get on your feet for a lady.
How are you supposed to prove that you're strong if you don't shake her hand with strength?
That's right. That's right.
You know?
Or your senior in rank or age. As a matter of fact, it's good manners to acknowledge an introduction to anybody by rising. Perfect. The senior officer addressed by his rank. You're on your feet, and the man is presented to the ladies. A good way to remember this is to mention the names of the ladies or senior officers first in the introduction. In the
Well,
case
let
of
me
introducing
pause there
one
for a second.
person to a group,
That is a good move because if you're standing on your feet there, their eyes are going to be looking at something. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't want them looking at the commander.
They want that. Yeah, no, I want them looking my direction and saluting to me because
America is back.
that's right.
America's back. America's back. and the commander, as Ted Williams' frozen head pointed out, is now part of the village people. So
Dun, 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 dun.
just follow a simple practice. The single person is introduced to the group. If this group had been larger, you would have said, "This is Commander Pren," then ticked off the names of each member of the group.
There you go.
once again, that sounds exhausting. It's just too
It's a lot
much.
of work.
It's
It's
too
a lot
much
of work.
work. You ain't ever gonna get one of these ladies back to your room if you spend it
Yep.
all night introducing everybody that else is in the damn room. Screw that.
Right. It's too much. Too much effort.
Scotland, may I present Miss Hefner?
Miss Heffron, how nice to have you with us.
What are they royalty?
All right, let's consider a
Queen
more
of England?
formal situation. The receiving line. It looks as though we're going to get a lesson in how not to succeed in being a
Yeah,
gentleman.
these are all. This is.
Let's see how it goes.
These are all officers.
Hi, I'm Charlie Williams. How you doing? Mrs. Kaufman, may I present Midshipman Williams? Mrs. Kaufman, really a nice party. Glad you invited us. Midshipman Williams. Oh, hello there, Admiral. How are you? Nice party.
Oh.
Good to see you.
That's how you do it,
I'll
guys.
say, weren't you on the Salem, if my memory serves me correctly, during the Korean War?
The Helena, Mrs. Williams. He's making
What did he
points
say?
with
What did the Admiral
though.
say? What did he say?
He said the Helena. He said,
Oh,
were you
I
on the
think-
Salem? And he said, no, the Helena. So he basically just told the Admiral you don't know shit about him, which is the way it should be. You shouldn't know shit about the Admiral. You shouldn't be focused on the Admiral. You should be focused on your own studies.
The Admiral's already got his tail. You need to get yours.
That's right. That's right.
He's got Mrs. Admiral.
That's right. You go get your own tail, sir.
But what about the girl? He went through the line without even thinking about her.
Yeah. It's
He may
okay.
as well have come alone.
She's
It's called
just arm-
foreplay.
She's
It's called
arm
foreplay.
candy. She's arm
Yeah,
candy. Yeah.
It's foreplay. You know, hey,
Do you introduce your Twizzler whenever you're talking to someone and snacking on
Nope.
it? No.
Nope.
You just snack on your Twizzler and go about your
Yep.
business.
Oh, this is my Pez head. No, I don't say. I just take my Pez.
That's right. That's right.
I wouldn't give him much hope for any success with her. Other than that, what do you think about the rest of his behavior? More important still, how do you think those people feel?
Fine.
Let's
I
take
don't
this
care.
situation again, the right way. You'll
Where's
note that the young lady does not hold your arm.
Where's Admiral Richard Levine?
Guys, this isn't the right way. This is the left way. Just be clear on that.
Yeah.
This is the bitch way.
That is correct. And you walk on her left. As you near the line,
And you
allow
hold
her
her
to move
purse
ahead.
because it's got her tampons in it.
No handshaking
You
with the
need one.
aide or escort. However,
See?
the first person in line.
I gotta say it though, Greg. It looks
What?
like our student. It looks like our student is winning. He has caught on. He understands. He has learned, and I'm so proud of our student, Ted Williams, Frozen Head. He has.
Yes.
Yes. The 8 hours of BS ain't worth the 8 seconds. Exactly. Exactly.
Line may be the host or hostess at times. So if the hand is offered, take it, of course. That's a very simple rule. Just wait until the other person offers to shake hands.
Miss Jackson, Mrs. Kaufman, may I present Miss Jackson?
Miss Jackson, how nice to have you with us
Midshipman
tonight.
Brown.
Miss
Very
Jackson.
nice to see you, Miss Jackson. Midshipman Brown. Have a good
Midshipman Brown. Very
You sure
This
to be
is the
sitting
way
down
to go
eating.
through a receiving line. If an aide or dance chairman or some similar person heads up
You
the
should be sitting
line,
down at the
you do
table,
not shake hands.
chugging a
Further,
beer,
Already.
As in all
chugging a
handshaking
beer and playing
situations,
footsie under the
you
table with the
wait for
broad.
ladies and seniors to extend their hands
Food's cold, beer's warm, night's
Yeah,
ruined.
what is this? Come on.
It's ruined.
before you shake hands.
Dinner party.
Your date precedes you in the line. As usual, it's ladies first.
This is a wuss
And
fest.
you move through the line quickly with no stops for conversation. This just isn't the time or the place to be
Bunch of
talkative.
preppy squares.
Your remarks may be, "How do you do, sir?" "Good evening, Admiral," or similar brief, courteous comments.
That chick only
After
got
the
one
line?
arm. Oh, she got
Convenient,
Well,
bro. I'm a
let's
midship
take a look.
nerd.
Here's a beautiful way to succeed with brunettes at a dance, at a party, wherever you may go.
Okay, let's see.
Leave her to shift for herself occasionally. She'll
That's
appreciate
right.
you all the more when you do return.
That's
Right.
right.
Sure she will.
Better learn.
Yes.
Better learn.
When you
woman.
are with her, be affectionate. Show her and the other people present just how much you care for her. She'll love it, if she happens to be an exhibitionist. And for goodness sake, don't let anything or anybody spoil your fun. Don't
Yeah,
get
get
stuck
lost.
being a
Get
nursemaid
lost.
for
Don't ruin
somebody
it.
else's date.
Get lost,
Let
Amazon.
him worry about her. A good way to make an impression is to hold your partner tightly while moving all over
Get
the
lost,
dance floor.
Caitlyn Jenner.
She'll love it.
Go with this
Want to dance
broad.
all night with you.
Shall we rest for a while?
Okay, so they're
Ooh,
saying,
oh, here he goes. This is the good stuff.
yes, they're saying make sure you hold her tightly, but they're trying to present it as if no. But I'm sorry, this was made in the '60s, and then we had Dirty Dancing come out in the '80s, and that's
Yep.
all women want now. So
Then you don't put
listen,
baby in a corner.
like I said, take everything in this video that they're trying to say is wrong. It is the actual correct way in 2025 because our society has evolved to that. I think that's the lesson we're supposed to be. Isn't that the lesson we're supposed to be learning, Greg?
Yep, that is.
Okay. I'm just making sure I was picking up on it right.
I feel as though I'm coming down with a cold or something.
Hell yeah.
Maybe you
Cold
could take
beers.
me home.
She wants you to take her home. That's what she asked for.
Yeah,
And then
see, you want
there's the
cold
right
beers,
way to do
warm
that.
broad. Not the
Make
opposite.
sure your date
No
has
cold
a
broads
good
or warm
time.
beers.
Meets and dances with
So
your
listen,
friends.
Dad,
At
I'm
other
gonna write that in there
times,
so you don't
your
forget.
place is with her. Be considerate. That's your main obligation. And if another young lady is left alone for some reason, stand by until her escort appears.
No. If another lady's left alone for some reason, invite her to join.
Consideration for others. Kindness. This is being a gentleman. Dancing. This is good duty, no question about that. Enjoy it, but be in good taste. Show respect for your date and her reputation, and she will respect you. Success with brunettes, or blondes, or just about anybody is built upon respect. And being a gentleman is to command respect. How to succeed with brunettes? Be a gentleman.
What is a gentleman?
I will say what?
There you go, Ted. I hope you enjoyed your dating lesson for this week.
Yeah.
Put it to good use. Report back to us next week. Let us know how it all worked out for you.
In the meanwhile, I got a really hot broad that he can be into. All right, Ted Williams, Lair Bear, this is for you. This is the type of dame you want to have under your arm at the movie theaters while you order a big bucket of popcorn. All right, here
Is
you
it
go.
Miss Piggy?
Nope. There it is.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party.
You want to see it again?
She got some.
I'm gonna boner.
I think. Oh God. Okay. Oh God.
You like it, Ted?
Oh. Hold on. He just said.
He said it. Yeah, that's what he said.
He resubmitted our podcast for the Hall of Fame. You guys redeemed yourself.
Yes.
I knew we could do it. So happy. All right.
We win.
Greg, with that, we're approaching 2-hour mark. We go for 2 hours. And
All right, let's get back to the screen.
yeah, I'll tell you, man. I'm gonna miss doing this with you, man.
That's a perfect note to end on.
Oh God. All right, so
Hey, you
guys,
big hunk of wiener meat. I've got 40 hand towels, some energy bars, and a Chinese finger trap. Let's get gross.
I don't know where that's from.
That's
I'm afraid to ask.
That is a deep dive on that one right there. That's deep cuts with the sound bites.
I'm afraid to ask. We got Ted Williams says that he wants a woman like grandma. Go for it.
Let's get weird.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. Guys, remember Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time,
My
9
last
p.m.
one.
Eastern Standard Time, the final Generation Mars podcast episode. You're not going to want to miss it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the big extravaganza that you got in store for us, Greg. And then also next Friday, final episode with Greg on Talk About It live stream. We will still be continuing. I am currently on the lookout for a co-host because, frankly, it's just more fun that way. But Greg's always going to be joining us anytime. So, Greg, you got anything you want to add before we send these guys off to dream about Grandma?
No, that's it.
All right, sweet dreams, everybody.
What's this?
Talk about it.